Hello, Blue here again, and welcome to another 2019 PCL preseason roster breakdown. This is video 6 of the series. Missed any of the previous videos? Be sure to check them out afterwards. Thanks for checking out the Console Pro News channel brought to you by Console Corner, and be sure to subscribe for more great Paladins and Smite console esports news and updates. Week 1 of the 2019 PCL Qualifiers is now in the books, and Invictus on PS4 North America has secured the #1 seed moving into group stages. Falling behind in the tournament to take the #2 seed is the Blueberry Muffins, which is who we will be talking about in today's video. The roster breakdown is only delayed after a huge change was made only about 2 weeks ago. It was a huge one as well. The new Blueberry Muffins consist of some young and very old talent. Play-wise, that is, not the age, of course. First up, we have the captain and leader playing support, Ballinberry, the former PCL player for Game Over, who wasn't able to find much success in 2018 with only one win over the winless warm-up squad. Ballinberry is one of the consistent players for them, however. He didn't die as much as you would expect for a team getting rolled by the top teams either. His team just couldn't step up and play at the same level. He also had some tough games himself, leaving him to be number 82 in the PCL Top 100 for 2018. Ballin has a better team around him by miles now, but will need to prove that he is actually as good as the hype around him has promised. Hopefully the casters fall in love with his plays as much as they have with his name this season. Only thing I would need him to work on is his positioning. At times he has poor positioning, and it causes him to be put in very poor situations. But with a team like last season's, forcing things was all that he could have done. Next up is the only player from the Game Over's 2018 roster that Ballinberry brought with him, xGlxy. This guy went from being a young fragger on his small champ pool of Bomb King and Drogos to now a dominant damage player in the PS4 NA region. He has become one of the best players to never be accepted on a good team. To me, he is basically the North American version of Kings. Someone who started playing blasters, moved towards a few hit scans, and has made some big plays but isn't taken seriously just yet. Now Kings is on what most likely will be the top European Xbox team. So is that what is next for xGlxy? Only time will tell, and hopefully he can live up to the hype that he has only set on himself. Unlike Kings, however, xGlxy has some flanks in his champ pool now, and that'll be what makes or breaks this. Will the deeper champ pool hurt his focus, or make him a more versatile damage player in a region meme to full extent? Coming over from the Xbox PCL team that gave Onslaught a run for their money last season is Kev Falcon, one of the oldest players in console Paladins to date, and a dominant damage player as well. This season, however, he'll be stepping into the frontline role, and we have seen glimpses of his tank play. Although it was good, it was very few. However, he has been around for a while, and has been on tier 2 to tier 1 teams his entire career, with some very good tank players. So he has the history and has been around players to learn from. Putting him on the off tanks would be the best option at the start, so he can still do massive damage and frag, similar to his damage roots. After some success on these, and the transition to main tanks will be even easier. Do you know the Muffin Man? If you don't know this one, then allow me to introduce you to Dehmuffinman. Once a loud and outspoken tough guy of the once great Invigorate 2.0 roster back in the 2017 Console Wars days, he has officially returned. One of the best Lex and Shaolin players at his prime, made a long run with his former team Streets of Drury Lane. But with objection on his squad, then he was forced to play tank along with his damages, and eventually stepped away from the game after losing to Blight for the HRX spot at the time. Almost a year later, and he is back, playing tanks again, grinding again, and from what I have seen and heard, with a better attitude. This time his mouth is shut and he's letting his plays speak for him 100%. I'll be honest, when I played, I thought he was a bully and conceited, but after starting Console Corner and leaving my personal bias in the trash, I've learned a ton, and he has changed in my opinion. If he can keep this all up, I'm positive he'll have a great season. Speaking of Muffin Man, his longtime buddy Ralkion is back as well. This was arguably the best support player in the North American region at a small point in time. Also, a dominant damage player with flanks such as xGlxy and Streets of Drury Lane player who left afterwards just like Muffin. But he's back with a new attitude and look on things as well. Ralkion will be playing the flex role for the Blueberry Muffins, and this is good. He can play those supports if needed, but can also be allowed to roam around fragging on his DPS champs, which is what he's always wanted deep down. This is someone I have wanted to see personally in the PCL since it was created. I know we will be up there in the stat sheets no matter what is happening, and now we are one step closer to seeing this. This roster will also be bringing a sub into the realm with them. Someone who has been very vocal over his time in Paladins. Roman Rulers, who will be playing a damage role. This player in the past has never taken the game seriously, played on a team once in a while, or subbed in for others at times. He has always been vocal on social media, Twitch, and on game, but never really put the time to grind in and has shown. However, with his new attitude, he just might be in contention for sub of the year if the team makes PCL. Roman has a great circle of supporters surrounding him as well, from his team to big names like Prosper Logic and the Legacy. All he has to do now is keep grinding, work hard, take the game seriously, even through his failures, and stay out of trouble on the internet, and he'll prove all his doubters completely wrong. When it comes to the Blueberry Muffins, they look good on paper, but two players returning after such a long time of not playing seriously and changing roles, a captain needing to keep the team morale up across the board, an Xbox legend switching to Frontline and PS4, a fragger looking to prove he can actually hang with the big boys once and for all, and a sub who needs to continue his current mentality is a lot to handle. Second seed into groups is a great start, but they still need to make the PCL in week 4. The roster is amazing, but is outweighed by the what ifs. Therefore, I'm having to give them the tier 2 rating. Now prove me wrong, Muffins. What do you think of the Blueberry Muffins roster? Do you think they are tier 2? What team should we break down in our next video? Let me know in the comments below, and follow myself on Twitter at RealBlueTV with no E in blue. Don't forget to also sub to the channel for more Console Paladins and Smite Esports news and updates. Follow Console Pro News on Twitter at Console Pro News, and check out the website consolecorner.co to submit your team's 2019 roster. And last but not least, we also have an official Console Corner Discord, and all links to these are in the description below. Until next time, here's a pointless fact. Any airplane that the US president is on is technically considered Air Force One. Keep grinding, everyone.